Hi guys, it's Deborah from North of Somewhere Nomad. Welcome to my channel. Today in this video, guys, I am starting my floor build in my 2016 Chrysler Town & Country. I just finished my platform build and I'm excited to start my kitchen because I have an incredibly cool appliance coming for that kitchen build. So I want to get my floor done. However, we are starting to experience what they're calling a bomb cyclone, right? I mean, it's serious. There's going to be about 26 to 30 feet waves off the west coast of Vancouver Island. And I'm kind of central east of the island. So I feel safe and, you know, there's all the precautions in place. But I thought, why not build my floor? Because it has to get done. And basically I could just work on the inside, but I'm excited to show you guys that whole process and what I'm doing. So if you're interested in checking that out, then let's go. Okay guys, so just right away I've taken everything out of this central area of my van, which is going to be my kitchen living room area, and this will be my bed and storage and stuff like that. So I've taken the fridge out and all my other little things. I'm keeping my stool in here because I use that to move around. And how I'm going to start this is I'm going to build a template of the floor space where I want my flooring to go. So in order to do that, I've got this. So I've got these sheets of cardboard that I was using for other art projects, and they're just sitting there in my storage unit. So I'm going to use these, tape them together, and create my template. And once I have the template, I'm going to go to Home Depot and buy a sheet of plywood. And I'm going to have them cut just the square part, and then I'm going to use my jigsaw and just go around the little edges that I want to be trimmed. Yeah, so that's the plan. That's what I'm doing today. Okay guys, so we've thankfully have a break in this crazy weather right now. It's actually not raining at all. So what I'm going to do is do the cardboard template so that if I have to open the doors, I can go out. So I'm going to capitalize on this moment, and I'm just going to show you my plan for the cardboard template. Under here, you can see there's one of the Stow and Go seats. And I'm going to be removing this cover and probably even take this framing off. And then what I'm going to do is use wood. I'm going to make like a frame over these so that when I lay the plywood and I cut wherever I want my little lid, then it's going to have that support. But I don't need to have all that decided right now. I'm just going to make the template. But that's the plan. Okay guys, so I want my floor to extend just past this crease so that if it gets wet, it's just going to flow off. So, but not much, right? I'm thinking I'll start it maybe a half an inch in, and also I'm going to have that metal piece that goes around the floor, the edge metal piece. So I'm going to start my template. This is almost a perfect size. I'm going to have to trim there a little bit. So I'm going to start here, and then I'll cut pieces to just patch this along until I feel like I've got everything the way I want it. Okay, I think I've got the template down as much as I can right here. And I'm going to show you in just a sec, but the other thing I'm going to do is take my T-square that I was using for my bed platform and just go around and make sure I have as many straight edges as I can, which is probably going to be difficult because even the bed bed platform was off at the end of the day when I finished the platform. So yeah, okay, let's have a look. Okay, so that's the template. This is where I come in and out, and all through here is where the major amount of foot traffic, because that's going to be kitchen over there. So what I'm going to do is measure from that point to the edge of here and then across. Yeah, so after I take these measurements of this rectangle, I am going to go to Home Depot and get 1/2 inch plywood. I think is what I'm going to need, because I'm still going to have these frames around these Stow and Go seats. But then once I have the plywood, you know, I can just rest it down and start to see how it's all going to come together. And I know that there's going to have to be some leveling out before, you know, things get like permanent. Yeah, I really love it. Okay, let's go see Home Depot. Okay guys, it's the next day. I'm back at my storage unit. I picked up a couple more things for this floor, including a jigsaw so that I can trim the plywood according to my template. But before I get started, I want to show you a couple more things I got. And also, we are in the midst of this cyclone bomb storm all over Vancouver Island. Yeah, it's pretty intense. And last night, I stealth camped with a friend in a Costco parking lot. So I don't even like really stealth camping, and in a storm, right? It was really intense. Thankfully, I was with my friend Renee from BU Vanlife. Go check her out, guys. She's awesome. She's living in her Ford E250 extended van, which she built out herself. She's been living in there for 3 years, and she has a YouTube channel. She's really awesome, solo female, just doing the thing. So thanks for hanging out with me, Renee. It was nice to have somebody close by, but we weathered the storm. And today I'm working on this floor. I want to at least get the template on there and trim it down, but I'll show you what I got here for the flooring. So here's my jigsaw. It was super crazy on sale, and I went with DeWalt because I've already bought the other two things DeWalt, so all the batteries are compatible and stuff like that. Maybe even on sale it was a bit more than I wanted to spend, but it's a good investment, and I'm going to be doing my whole build, so I got that. And here's the flooring I got. It's super light because it's going to match a component that I'm doing for my kitchen build. So, but the great thing was, this is, I think, the same brand of flooring that I had in my car platform build. And it's rigid vinyl flooring with this rubber matting on the side. So it's that tongue and groove. It's waterproof, you know, all the things. So I really like it. It's going to look awesome. Oh, and this flooring was crazy on sale. It was, it's 2 planks short of a full box, so they gave me this amazing price. I hope it's enough to cover the floor, but I'm pretty sure it is. All right, so right now what I'm going to do is remove the Stow and Go lids, or yeah, the opening to the Stow and Go storage space, and start to work on building the frame that will go underneath the plywood so that I can access the Stow and Go storage area. And I have a couple ideas for that, but for right now I just want to get the hardware off the Stow and Go and then we'll see how that works out. I have a lot of extra wood here that I'm gonna play around with, and then also do the edging on the plywood flooring. All right, let's get this done. So living in your van while you're doing your build out is a bit challenging, because every time you want to work on something, everything has to come out, do the work, and then put it back in. The only thing that's really coming out is my water setup, but you know, I did it with my bed platform build, so it's just do the thing. Come out. I took this frame, the molding that was all around the cavity here. So I'm going to show you what I did just to start, because I'm using my jigsaw in my van, but it didn't go bad. I'm going to be cleaning this area thoroughly before, you know, I lay down the floor permanently. So if there's sawdust, there's sawdust. It's going to get all vacuumed and super cleaned. Okay, so I'm going to show you what's going on. That's the front passenger, and I've already cut this. This is a 1x3. The cut gave me a perfect length for this side, and then the perfect length for this side. That's where the Stow and Go little lip was, and then that's the one over here. And there's a ledge here. I've got that much support on that side, that much on that side, and then it rests right on this bar. I'm going to cover this with duct tape. Obviously, I was thinking of putting a piece of wood there as well. And what I can do once that plywood is on here, I will make a cut along there so that I can open the flap or the lid. And when it comes back down, it will be resting on here. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what I'm doing.
A new place, a new home, for a while, let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back, take my time, just enjoy the ride. A new man passing by, life is good, best I've ever felt. Get me up, somewhere new, somewhere I can find myself. Oh, I feel so alive. As I reach out to the sky. I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay. Cause I found my way. Cause I found my way. Cause I found my way. My way. My way. My way. My way. Cause I found my way. My way. My way. My way. My way. I found my way. I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way. I found my way. times, I know I'll be okay, 'cause I find my way. 'Cause I find my way.
All right, so here's where I'm at. I am laying the framing pieces that are going to be underneath the plywood, so that when I cut the hole in the plywood for the lids for my Stow and Go storage area, the lid will have support when it's down. So I've already done this piece. I've measured it exactly, and what I did was I drilled a hole in there, because along here are things like these that I'm using for support. So this one is in here, that's not moving, so it's really good anchoring point. So I'm doing the same thing for this one, you can see under there. So I'm going to drill a hole in this side and one over there, and then I'm going to continue with the frame, but I just thought I'd show you how I'm anchoring this down. Okay, I just got back from vacuuming out the back here as much as I could. So I'm just going to let you know what I've done. So here are the two boards that I drilled holes in and stuck into the already, they're like this. And then from there, I put legs on that back piece, because that's going to be taking some weight from the kitchen that will be here. And then because this is where I enter the van, so those are screwed right in. And then this center piece is protecting that bar right there. So I just fastened that with those fasteners. There. It's almost level. So from here, you can see from my last clip, I already did cut out the plywood to match everything around. So I'm going to lay the plywood and screw, butt it right up close, as close as I can get to that edge. And then once it's down, I'm going to put a screw through the plywood and into this support beam. And then that plywood is going to be fit like a bug in a rug. Okay, so that's how I've done this. But on my template of the plywood, I have marked out exactly where to cut for the flap that's going to open for the Stow and Go. This back here, so this is going to be the kitchen, and the kitchen will go to about here. So this flap, I'm just going to cut here and there, and then that flap will open this way. So I only have access to here, but I can stuff things under. All right, let's get to the plywood now. Good morning, guys. Okay, I think it's something like day 5 that I'm on my floor build, and it's safe to say that I'm freaking exhausted because I've been living in my van while I'm doing this in the middle of a freakish rainstorm, and it just doesn't let up. Thankfully, I have a little break right here. You can see a little bit of blue sky right there. So the sun is somewhere out there giving us a break, which is nice. So what I'm going to do is just give you an update on the status of my floor and what I've done so far, because I think there's a few steps that I didn't get on film because it was just miserable weather and I was working inside. Yeah. Anyways, I'm not complaining. I'm living in my van and I love it. Okay, so here's what's going on. So this is just what it looks like on the surface. Again, this is 1/2-inch plywood. I do have to make another little trim here, but for the most part, it's pretty much getting there. So I'll show you, these are the Stow and Go compartments. So all these cuts were made last night. and I'll explain it to you right now. So under this one, this is going to open from here, and so that's access to the stow and go from there. I do have to put hinges on there, and I'm also going to put some kind of a post from here so that I can just jack it up when I need to get in there and do some stuff. I'm also going to put a support post around here so that when it lays flat, there won't be any give, but this is pretty solid at this point. Another thing I did was put this piece of plywood on top of the little post under there, which is supporting the legs, so that this has a nice area to rest. So that's this compartment. I love it so much. I'm going to be able to put so much stuff in there. It's an absolute disaster right now, but this will be all cleaned up. So this stow and go compartment is, I don't have something to pick it up right now, so this one is going to open this way, and again I'm going to put a piano hinge there, and then I'll have access to down there, and I can just reach way down there if I need, because that stow and go storage goes all the way over there. So, but I like that I can lift it this way so that I can put my food in there or whatever, like dry goods. And the other reason for that is because I'm building a kitchen, and I'm putting my amazing new appliance in here. That video is coming up really soon. And that build is gonna come to about here. So that's why this is gonna be practical for kitchen stuff. So the challenge with the vinyl flooring is going to be when I lay the flooring on these seams here. Not sure how I'm going to pull that off in this moment. I might have to scrap the vinyl flooring situation, just because I have to be able to lift this door. And also, even if I did get the flooring, all lined up, I'm going to play with it for a bit. I have to figure out a way to seal this up a little bit. And so I have most of the design done. And plus the flooring, whatever flooring I get, is going to hide a lot of those little imperfections along the way. And then along this edge, I'm going to put some kind of molding, probably a 2x2, just to seal that off, because at some point I will be building my drawers. So everything will be like sealed up. Okay, on to the next leg. All right, guys, here's the next level. Okay, so here's the main piece of plywood is this L-shaped, and then when I was telling you about the stow and go compartments, so I changed it up a little bit. This is going to have a handle here, but for now this is on this piano hinge, so it just opens like that. I love this so much. And it's all anchored down along here and along there. And it's got stability, tons of stability down there as well. So as you can see, this opens, like there's my bed. So everything is opening from the inside out. And the reason was because I couldn't put a piano hinge on that little bit uneven thing. But I actually really like it. Okay, coming from the other side, and this is the side that I access all the time, because over there will be the kitchen. So this same idea, this was Jim's idea, and he has helped me so much with this build. It's not even funny. And I've learned so much from him. Okay, so from here, this opens this way. I'm either going to get a pole to put here so I can jimmy it down there, or probably an easier thing would be to put maybe a magnet here and attach something to the headrest to hold that up. And we had to cut an extra little piece off of there in order to get it as open as there. And again, this is solid. This is right into the groove that was there. And that's supporting it, all kinds of supports. And this one on this side. Jim, can you open that one? We're going to put little handles in fact, I have an idea. There, look at that. Brilliant. My vision has come to life. There is nothing more gratifying than that. All right, so I have a couple more ideas, but from this point, I'm going to put the flooring, and I got to figure out how I'm going to cut. Well, I'm just going to have to cut them on this groove. But then I have come up with an amazing plan to prevent, if there's a spill, for the water or liquid to just go down that seam. So I'm excited to do that as well. So for now, just get the flooring done. Hey, Jim?
All right.
Okay, let's get her done.
Get her done.
Okay, guys, I am still going at this. So, I'll tell you what's going on right here. Okay, so this is the piece that opens by the side door that I access all the time. And everything is good in terms of laying the tile, right? So I went here rubber to rubber, just so that creates a little seal in and of itself. And it's all cut. So I cut right to where the kitchen flap opens, and there's a little bit of catch, but that's not an issue. The issue is that once I lay the tile over, this is where I've been opening. I tried putting a piece of tape under here to lift it, because once this hole is covered, there's no way to lift it. So what I'm going to do is I'll have to buy a handle to put on top, and then I'll have to drill, I guess it's called a pilot hole, into the piece that's going to be sitting here, which is this one, I think, or maybe not. I think it's this one. Yeah, so that piece is going to sit there. And what I've been doing, just to catch you up, is I've been gluing these down. I've been doing the tongue and groove, but under each piece I've put some heavy duty glue and glued it under the bottom of the tile to the plywood. And it's not completely solid, but it's going to stop them from shifting around because there's so many little pieces. Yeah, so here I'm going to put some kind of a handle. Maybe the ones that, you know, they come up and then they lie flat, because you need to push or pull up for this to work, because it's a little snug but I'm okay with that. I'm more interested in having this rubber to rubber because it's not a complete seal, but it's pretty good. And can't really tell. I was going to put something over here to hang over, and I'm not sure if I'm going to do that because I'm kind of impressed with how close I got those. So anyways, I'm going to carry on. I'm going to finish this door, and I can't really tell because I'm actually using my jigsaw right in the van, but I don't think I'm going to have enough pieces of this tile to go to the end. So if not, I'm going to keep sawing, and if I don't, I'm going to go to the restore and buy maybe a couple of slats and just have a different color up there. But I don't really care because that's where I'm going to be kitchen. It's going to be kitchen there, and I will be accessing the kitchen from that door outside, like in the summertime, if I need to, you know, use the water or something like that. So it sucks, but it is what it is. I got this stuff super cheap and that, but for the majority of the tiling, it's coming along really well. I had to cut this. I have to trim this little piece there, but I had to cut this down with the wood because of the drink holder. And this door, it still doesn't go all the way up to the seat, but I don't care. I don't need it to go all the way up. Yeah. Okay, guys, I'm carrying on. All right, guys, one last look at the almost finished floor of my van. So it's been a journey, this floor. And you can see up here, I ran out of the natural tile. It's a bit of a patchwork up there. And then I had some extra vinyl planks left over from my car platform build. Thankfully, I found those. So the fridge and the kitchen counter tabletop area will be there. So that's more likely than not going to be covered up. And if not, well, welcome to van life. So what's left here is I got these knobs, which is going to go, I'm going to put one there, I think, and one there. So that's for the kitchen door lift. And then I can lift this one from here. But if I'm inside and I don't want to reach all the way over here, then I'll have the option of that. It's just that they're going to be above ground, but you know, I don't mind. It's only me in here. So, and then I've got these guys. These are the stair nosing rubber things that's going to go along the edge there, and I'll probably put one along there, and then of course over on that side. Yeah, 95% there. So the next time I see you guys, it will be done. Finally, it's 98% done. So I'm doing my final video just so that you guys can see the progress, because it's not completely done, because I'm going to change out these gray pieces. I'm going to try to find as close a color as I can to that. So those are going to be replaced. Once that's replaced, I'll be doing the rubber nosing like I did over on that side. And also I have put this 2x2 here. And the reason for that is, well, to seal off the gap that was under there. And also to provide some support for when I do my drawers. So the drawer will probably come to here, and then that'll give it support. I don't know if I'm going to paint these or what's going to go down with those, but it's good enough for now. Plus the other thing with this section, like I've mentioned probably several times, is my fridge, like my whole entire kitchen area is going to take up from about there across to here. there will be, I don't know, about 6 inches or so from this cupboard. So I'll bring you around the other side and we'll see the stow and go storage. Okay, so from this side, pretty good. I did put this rubber nosing on, but I don't like the outcome. It was a little bit complicated, but for now it's awesome. I'm going to put some more silicone in there just to prevent water from seeping in there. And yeah, it's a bit of a botch job, but it's going to work for now. At some point I'll probably put the aluminum nosing there, and I still have a little bit more work to do on this corner, but these are all just kind of superficial things. It may be either a 2x2 or more nosing, something along those lines. But the star of the show, so you can get a good grip. I still need to put a board, a jack up board over there, and obviously that nosing has to get completed in some way, but I have crazy amount of storage. So with this side stow and go, I can also just grab from here if I'm outside. And then look at that. I still have to do another thorough clean, but I just wanted to wrap up this video because it's been, I think this is 7 or 8 days. And then I can also access that side store and go if I needed to put something super long in there. This stow and go storage opens like that. And so super happy with that. And also though these knobs will go on the drawers. That won't actually be a drawer because of where the kitchen's going to go, but I'll have access to that space from the back. I love it. I need to make some more adjustments, but for now, I love it. Alright guys, there you have it, my DIY minivan floor build with amazing stow and go storage. I did this whole thing myself, a little bit of guidance from a couple of friends, which I'm grateful for. But I basically did this myself, I designed it myself. If I can do this, anybody can do this. I'm so happy with the outcome. It's not perfect, but it works for me. So if you got anything out of this video, guys, hit that thumbs up. And if you want to see more content from me, hit that subscribe button. And I will see you guys in my next video. Take care.